In the vast tapestry of Egyptian mythology, few deities are as enigmatic as Seth. He embodies chaos, storms, violence, and the desolate beauty of the desert. Seth challenges order and disrupts the status quo. Within his chaos lies a necessary force in the cosmos. Seth's origins are shrouded in mystery. Some myths depict him as the son of Geb and Nut, others portray him as a primordial force. Regardless, Seth's presence looms large in the pantheon. He is depicted with reddish skin, symbolizing the desert's heat. What sets Seth apart is his unsettling animal head. It is a creature unknown in the natural world. This visage reflects the god's untamed nature. Seth is not a god to be worshipped lightly. He is a force of nature, capable of destruction and protection. To understand Seth is to understand the duality of the universe. Seth's role as a trickster god is central to his character. In Egyptian mythology, the trickster is not merely a mischievous figure but a catalyst for change, a disruptor of stagnation. Seth's tricks, often elaborate and cunning, serve to challenge established norms and introduce new possibilities. One famous myth tells of Seth tricking his brother Osiris, the god of order and fertility. Seth's jealousy of Osiris's power leads him to construct a beautiful chest, which he then tricks Osiris into entering. Seth slams the chest shut, trapping Osiris inside. He then casts the chest into the Nile, drowning his brother. This act of deceit, while seemingly cruel, ultimately sets in motion a chain of events that leads to the resurrection of Osiris in the underworld, and the birth of Horus, the god of kingship. Seth's actions, though driven by jealousy, inadvertently paved the way for renewal and transformation. The Egyptians understood that chaos and disorder were not inherently evil forces. They were part of the natural order, necessary counterpoints to the stability of creation. Seth, in his role as the divine trickster, embodies this understanding. He reminds us that sometimes disruption is necessary for growth and evolution. While often associated with chaos, Seth also plays a surprising role as a protector, most notably as the defender of the sun god Ra. Each night, Ra faces threats in the underworld, the most fearsome being the serpent Apep. Seth, the god of storms, becomes the champion of order, repelling Apep. Armed with his spear, Seth's strength is crucial in allowing Ra to bring forth the dawn. This daily struggle highlights Seth's duality, the destroyer who is also a protector. Section 4. God of War. Seth's association with violence is undeniable. He is the god of war. His name invoked on the battlefield, his presence felt in the clash of swords and the cries of warriors. Ancient Egyptians recognized the necessity of warfare, both for defense against invaders and for maintaining the balance of power. Seth, with his raw, untamed strength, embodies the ferocity and chaos of battle. He is often depicted carrying weapons, particularly the Wa's scepter, a symbol of power and dominion. He is the patron of soldiers, the one who grants them courage and strength in the heat of combat. However, Seth's connection to warfare is not limited to brute force. He is also associated with strategy and cunning, employing deception and unexpected tactics to achieve victory. This aspect of Seth's character is evident in his role as a trickster god. While some might view Seth's warlike nature as purely destructive, it is important to remember that the ancient Egyptians saw warfare as a necessary part of life, a means of maintaining order and protecting their civilization. Seth, in this context, represents the controlled chaos of war, the necessary violence required to maintain balance and security. Section 5. The Osiris Conflict. The most enduring narrative involving Seth is his conflict with his brother Osiris and nephew Horus. This complex myth forms the cornerstone of Egyptian beliefs about death, resurrection, and the struggle for order. As mentioned earlier, Seth, consumed by jealousy, murders Osiris. He dismembers his brother's body and scatters the pieces across Egypt. Isis, Osiris's wife, embarks on a quest to recover her husband's remains. With the help of other deities, she reassembles Osiris's body and brings him back to life in the underworld. This resurrection allows Osiris to become the ruler of the underworld and judge of the dead. Meanwhile, Horus, the son of Osiris and Isis, grows to manhood. Determined to avenge his father's death and claim his rightful place as king, Horus challenges Seth to a series of contests and battles. These trials test not only physical strength but also intelligence, cunning, and magical prowess. The conflict between Horus and Seth is not merely a family feud, but a cosmic struggle between order and chaos, justice and injustice. It is a battle for the very soul of Egypt. Section 6. The Red Land and the Black Land. The ancient Egyptians viewed their world as a delicate balance between two distinct landscapes, the fertile Black Land, representing life and abundance, and the barren Red Land, symbolizing chaos and the unknown. This duality is mirrored in the conflict between Horus and Seth. Horus, associated with the Nile and its life-giving waters, embodies the Black Land. He represents order, fertility, and civilization. Seth, on the other hand, is linked to the Red Land, the unforgiving desert that surrounds the Nile Valley. He embodies chaos, violence, and the untamed forces of nature. Despite their antagonism, Horus and Seth are not seen as diametrically opposed forces. Instead, they represent two sides of the same coin, two essential aspects of the natural world. The Egyptians understood that without the chaos and unpredictability embodied by Seth, the order and stability represented by Horus would be meaningless. The myth of Horus and Seth, therefore, is not simply a tale of good versus evil. It is a profound reflection on the interconnectedness of seemingly opposing forces, a reminder that balance is essential for a harmonious existence.